Division matchup in the AFC South, as it'll be the Jacksonville Titans.
It's time to tighten up, ladies and gentlemen.
Here now is Cam Little out to get us started.
And off we go from Nashville.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. Leading them out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Miami.
The #1 overall pick in April's draft. What an unlikely story to get to that spot. A zero-star recruit out of high school, the University of Incarnate Word, to Washington State, to Miami, and he comes into the league as Division I's record holder for most passing touchdowns in a career with 158. The Tennessee franchise now revolves around him and his development.
To the right side and caught by Iomanner. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They fake the handoff. Now Ward. Open man down the field. That's Iomanner. That's good for a first down. His second catch. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4. Off play action, Ward. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
To throw is Ward.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. So here's the first drive now for the Jags.
They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And we've seen the flashes throughout his 4 years in the league, but he's coming off an injury-riddled season where he only played 10 games. Has to eliminate the costly turnovers at 52 in 4 seasons, and he's hoping the new coach Liam Cohen can unlock his untapped potential, and it has to happen right now.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Now Lawrence to throw. That's complete to Parker Washington. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Lawrence. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
So many times we've seen him trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. That's complete. It's Brian Thomas. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep and curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Lawrence on the sneak, and he will have a Jaguars first. Beyond the marker, they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
A gain of 1 yard. First down, Jacksonville.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
A give running right, ETN.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Play action. It's Lawrence. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Brian Thomas,
55 yards.
And the Jaguars will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height.
Now the extra point.
For the extra point.
And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
Jaguars 7.
So this drive spans 7 plays. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First down.
They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
Oh, this one, that may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. That is Joshua Hines Allen getting in there to bring him down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On play action, Ward.
Looking left sideline, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Now Ward.
And that is incomplete.
Two drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Now ETN to start the drive. They find some open field here. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Jaguars, first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
ETN up the middle.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
As he gets this down to the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence.
To Allen on the dump off. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held him to an okay game.
And he is going to have a Jags first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
A gain of a yard. And the Jaguar first down.
Lawrence now to throw after that last run. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Lawrence will throw. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right.
They'll run with ETN.
Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. He'll try to do it himself.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
It's a gain of 20.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man-covers were so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
This 2nd and 4. Now Lawrence.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Parker Washington
From 4 yards out.
And the Jags have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, nice move.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Looking to put a drive together. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Second down, Pollard again.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to
6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. In motion, the tight end.
Throwing is Ward. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
They'll try and throw for it with Ward. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Ward to throw once more. That's into the hands of Manor.
And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Play action now, Ward. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he's going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And Power running here down to the 6-yard line.
44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
They go play action with Ward. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
On fourth down, on is the veteran, Joey Sly, for the Titans field goal.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
Sly able to put this one through.
And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run.
Travis Etienne, touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, 73 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's 21-3. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. and that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Looking to put a drive together. Start this drive out on the ground. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
That is Josh Hines-Allen getting in there to bring him down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
They go back to Pollard on second down.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft it deep right sideline.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration can wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. As the offense returns, let's take a look at running back Travis Etienne.
He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here.
Jacoby Myers, 65 yards. And the Jaguars are able to add on to their first half lead.
And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Extra point forthcoming.
For the extra point.
And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
2nd and 10. Ward. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
The offense on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Here's Ward. That is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is fielded at the 27. Oh, able to avoid him. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Jaguars offense and Travis Etienne set to take over once again. He's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here's Lawrence.
Looking long for Thomas. Touchdown, Jaguars!
Brian Thomas
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Jaguars extend their lead yet again. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Titans now just about ready to take over. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
looking to put a drive together.
In motion comes the tight end left. Throwing now, Ward. That's caught left side by Alabama. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call it, not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard.
49 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
42-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
To throw is Ward. This one brought in by Jefferson.
On a gain of 3 on the play. And it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
To throw, here's Ward.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 5.
Here's Pollard again. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Ward. That is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 24-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here. It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Moore. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Devin Lloyd just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
This offense so far on 3rd down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
A 34-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Jaguars offense and Trevor Lawrence getting set for this next drive. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here in this first half. 7 yards there and a first down.
They certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Targeting Thomas on the outroute, making the catch. And he's brought down. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen here, and you never know what you're going to get in the NFL. Sometimes it goes down to the wire. Other times, it's blowout city, like what this game is shaping up to be. But hey, anything can happen, so let's go to the second half. Send it back out to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scotty, thank you as always. Well, likely two very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half.
And able to get this out to the 25. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 115 yards now for Etienne, and he's got a first down.
He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just got to find a way to tackle someone.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Off to Thomas on the left side. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's third down.
In motion is Washington. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
It's 4th down.
Here's Logan Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. Looking to put a drive together. On play action, Ward. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
From the shotgun, it's Ward. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty.
Plain and simple. That's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Now Ward. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Lewis. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Now, this is something we've seen before. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now Lawrence, over the middle, complete. It's Myers. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down.
But there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
Now Lawrence. It's Myers again with another catch. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Gain of 9 yards. That's good for Jaguars. 1st down. A gain of 9 yards. And the Jaguar 1st down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Over the middle, he's got Myers. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, Brendan, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Once more, ETN. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being for.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
Travis Etienne. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jaguars have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Now the try here for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it was Travis Etienne on the touchdown reception, capping the drive.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Oh, look at the juke. And shutting him off, now open field.
And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags 34. It's a gain of 35. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
Throwing is Ward. That's complete to DK.
They'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
Looking to throw. More.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Pollard.
And he
doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 118 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. They only needed a couple, but the blocking was good. And, of course, you can't tamp him down when he gets past that line of scrimmage.
No, and guess what? Not only were they physical at the point of attack, they executed so well. And that's what you have to do in short yardage situations. Everyone has to be in the right spot, taking on a defender to give him the chance that they did, and he took full advantage of it. Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Pollard is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been in a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
Sly able to put this one through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Lawrence will throw. Thomas brings it in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
They've been running it well all game, and why not? The big guys up front, they're just having a ball, creating monster holes for their guys to run through.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Lawrence on the sneak. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Now the Titans getting set to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Ward. He'll complete this one to Okonkwo.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone would come free.
Here's Ward. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Three quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
That'll be complete to Okonkwo.
And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run for it with Pollard. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers, let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Play action. It's Ward. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And this offense on third down today, they've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is third down and 12. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So they've converted their first two fourth down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that third one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
15 yards. That's good for a Jaguars first down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
On second down, Etienne once more. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Now 3rd down and 7. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. We've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Out come the Titans now. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped late at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Throwing now, Ward. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Now for the point after.
For the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Titans set and ready to go on offense. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
Looking to put a drive together. Ward now throwing after the interception. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
To throw is Ward. A short throw taken in by a Caldwell.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ward.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Right there in coverage was Foye Oluwakan.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Jags offense and Brian Thomas getting set to take over once more. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game. Jaguars come to the line to start their next.
It's already, but I mean, they are deserving as they start another series to be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the fourth. Charles, it's really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result. This is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
On first down, right back to ETN. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now a 2nd and 6. ETN once more. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Now Lawrence to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's got reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Trayvon Walker able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Nightmare of a game continues for this quarterback, brought down with the game already decided. This sack adds insult to injury for him. Multiple turnovers, down by multiple touchdowns, now dumped early in a drive in the final quarter.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
That's caught left side by Eilmanner. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
To throw, here's Ward.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt.
The Jaguars again ready to take over on offense. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. They'll start on the ground. ETN.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I'll give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stuff the run, and then executed.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
DK to return.
It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
First down, and it's Pollard again. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
First down, Titans, gain of 12.
That's another Titans. First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season, but on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Nashville.